What is going on, Brainiacs? Yeah, man. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. Friday night. Got a cup of coffee. Got the topic picked. Everybody knows one of these people. Everybody knows at least one of these people. Two of these people. The esoteric know-it-all and the 24-hour spiritual guru. God, how was it even? It's even hard for me to say that. It's hard for me to even say that. The esoteric know-it-all. It's like, you know, we're gonna get into this tonight and talk about this. But I want to share something with you prior to even getting started with the broadcast, and that is this. Back in the day, whenever our ancestors, right, healed one another, and they prayed, they had medicine men, they had medicine women. That's esoterics. That's today we would know that as occultic teaching. Okay, occult does not mean anything really bad other than it means hidden, secret. Okay, hidden. The occultic teaching. Now, the majority, whenever you say the word occult, they're like, oh no. But there again, you were like, whoa. Explain it to them. Explain it to them what it is. Because the occultic teaching, the esoteric is not a religion. Okay? Paganism is not a religion. It is a way of life. And whenever you try to tell someone, they're like, you know, tell someone this or share this with someone, it's like they're instantly put off and they're like, oh God, you're a Satanist. Oh man, no. Well then what are you? I'm me. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? You're like, even you, probably the majority of you, I'm just me. I'm not no satanic, weird blah blah blah. I'm just me. And then again, you run into these people that are like, oh well, what's your religion? I don't really have one. What are you? I'm me. I'm just a spiritual person. I believe these things. And then, you know, then that just opens the damn door. It opens the door and the momentum's kicking. Oh man. Then they tell you everything that you either already knew, everything that you didn't really want to know, or two, they'll tell you where and when to find it and how to find it and give you a roadmap. Look, man, let's just cut to the chase. Our ancestors were not occultists. They were not Satan worshiping, baby eating, cat sacrificing type. No, these were spiritual beings, spiritual people. And I give you a list. We all can go to our local esoteric shop, right? Our rock shop, and we all can, like, for $99 and a 3-week course, you can become a Reiki master. Wait a minute. Who in the hell gave you the authority to tell me whether I was or wasn't a healer or Reiki master? Who the hell certified you? Right? Oh man, we got some shit to talk about tonight, brains. I hope you guys tune in, stay with me throughout the night. It's going to be interesting, no doubt. Share this broadcast, share this podcast. Matthew Turner with the Matrix Minds, the esoteric know-it-alls, and the 24-hour gurus. We all know one. What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time.
Showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go! Talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Get up, Brady. Yeah. It's definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, Brainiacs. Welcome aboard, everybody. Well, I'll tell you what. I had a girl. I even tagged her in my post on my own personal page. I was waiting for her too. Miss Ashley Nicole, where are you at? Are you hung up like I don't know, cutting the heads off of bats or killing local neighbor's black cat? Where are you at? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, I can probably talk about this entire topic and subject my own damn self for probably the next, 2 days. I mean, everybody up in here, the majority of everybody up in here already knows what I'm talking about whenever I say the esoteric know-it-alls and the 24-hour gurus. It's like whenever I said $99 crash course in Reiki therapy, I'm not joking. Okay, we all have got our local metaphysical store, local shop, right? And we can all just go there and we can sign up for a couple weeks courses where you're Reiki Master Level 1, Reiki Master Reiki Level 2, etc., etc., etc. Look, man, here's the way I truly believe. Okay? Again, this is not a teaching, this is my own belief. And that is, ain't nobody got to tell you how you are to become what you're going to become. You're going to gradually get into it on your own. You're going to step into your own development. You're going to, get a look. I got a friend, we all got a friend up in here, Michelle Nobles, okay? This chicka goes through some shit, okay? As a Draco, goes through some shit. We've all heard about targeted individuals, right? Whenever you've got some clout to your spirit, you become and or are a target. I've literally seen pictures of this chick's eyebrows blown by an EMP. Okay, some kind of non-physical weapon blown right out of her eyebrow. Okay, gone, like as in a burn, gone. So this is what I'm saying. We all have some form of an ability. We all do. You have to work on it your own self. You don't really truly need anybody. Okay, you really don't. You just need to feel your own intuition, your own heart, your own soul self, right? And go with it. You don't need no son of a bitch telling you how to become you. I don't. I don't. I didn't. And I know that the majority of you don't. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is why I mean by the esoteric know-it-all. Okay, it's like, oh my God, I trying to find. We've all done this. Especially if you're in the esoteric community, the esoteric community. We've all shared certain like memes or links to other sites, all right? And just trying literally to share information. Share information. Share things. Hi, Marnie Slater. What's up, Joey? What's up? I see you guys up in here. So, let's take Marnie Slater for. I would love this girl. I would love her to call the show, please, Marnie, and explain. Please explain. What a sweat tent is. A lot of people have no damn idea. We're talking old school, occultic, esoteric rituals. Okay, these are rituals, and they're not to like resurrect the dead. They're not to like anything, not to make you like flamboyant or shoot lasers out of your fucking eyes. None of that. This is to get your spiritual journey inside of your own soul self going. Don't need no guru for that. Although you do we had to have in this community esoteric teachers. We have wisdom teachers. It never fails to find somebody in a spiritualistic community or an esoteric community, even a police. I see Alexa Jameson here. Hi, AJ. I've seen, are you really esoteric if you are in here? No, hell no. No, you're not. It could mean possibly that you're in here for a reason and you may need to hear something. I don't know. All I can tell you is everywhere you go, AJ's Pleiadian. I'm Pleiadian. I'm also a spiritualistic person. Okay, you want to call it esoteric, you want to call it occultic, whatever the hell you want to call it. I call it me. I am me. I am nobody else. I am just me. And y'all are just y'all. You see, there's nobody to tell you how to become you, okay, other than you. They can put you on a path. They can put you on a path to help you become a more enlightened, awakened, right? But whenever now here's Ashley. There she is. What's up, Miss Ashley? Nicole.
Hi, Matthew. How are you doing? Doing great.
I'm on a rant. Hang tight. Let me finish my statement, right? Nobody's got to tell anybody how to be. You're either born with it, okay? Like really, you're just either born into it, born with it. Ashley's one of them people. I happen to like kind of awaken a little bit later in life, but nevertheless, nobody's got to tell you anything. Just you, Ashley, Nicole. Welcome aboard. We're talking about.
Yes.
Yes. You hear what I'm talking about. You awakened, right? Please tell everybody your story about your childhood. Ashley, Nicole.
Well, actually, as soon as I could learn how to talk, I knew that I was different, and I came to my parents with a lot of questions, and we were church-going type people, and I asked a lot of questions early on. I was having visions and speaking with what I thought to be angels. From some of my earliest memories are actually marked by occasions where I was visited by these beings, and I would be also able to see demons as well. It wasn't just being visited by angels, but it was also having the ability to see demons on human beings. And as a little girl, you're trying to put this together, and I thought it was normal. I thought everybody could see what I saw. And it actually came really clear to me that I was scaring the shit out of people from a very young age, describing what I was seeing, and you know, being told I was just, you know, it's wild imagination, or and then I started saying things that, you know, related to, you know, other people had seen these entities. For example, my mother knew I was not lying because I told her of an entity in her childhood bedroom at Grandma's house that she saw as a child. So I think my parents probably realized from very young that I was, you know, very different. And it was very rough, and it's always been very rough, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I'm becoming really concerned. I'm really becoming concerned with the woke process, this woke culture. I'm becoming concerned that people are seeking out this, you know, this need, this like feeling of wanting to, you know, communicate with the dead, or, you know, seek out demonic activity. And if you do not know what you're dealing with, and you haven't been dealing with this at least at some, you know, level in your life, and you're seeking it out, what you're seeking out can come and destroy you and your entire family. And I'm becoming very concerned that it's also becoming this like huge fad. I've noticed on Facebook, tons of Facebook groups of people that are just, you know, just completely mesmerized and speaking to aliens and writing out these long thought out Facebook posts on, you know, these things that, you know, that they saw and they believe they felt. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you seeking this? Like, why would anybody seek that? You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Maybe to fit in. I don't know. I don't know, because like I said earlier on the show, I don't know if you
I
heard
don't
me or not.
understand on any level where, when did that become fitting in? Seeing demons. When did that become?
I don't know. I said maybe it's the new fad. I don't know. But for $9.99 in a 4-week course at your local esoteric shop, you can see demons too.
Or yeah, or you can, you know, you can buy special relics, or, you know, watch bullshit YouTube videos on how to, you know, speak with these entities. And what scares me is I know what I've seen to be real, and it's very real. Like, I would say that demons are a lot more prolific than the average human realizes. They're literally everywhere, and it's getting worse as the veil thins, as we, in this like time period that we are in, it's getting worse. And we're seeing the effects we're seeing the effects in everything. We're seeing the effects in our government. We're seeing the effects in our fellow man who have seemed to lost their fucking mind. Have lost their mind. And
they definitely have.
They have been seeking this out. They have been seeking out these entities and believe that in some cases they believe these entities give them power. And that scares me, because these entities are only capable of taking. And people are giving, and they don't know what they are giving to seek these out.
Well, you know,
I'm terribly worried.
Here, Ashley, here's the thing. You've been seeing things. I will be honest as the driven snow. I have not seen, anything like you. Michelle Espinosa is another girl that sees things. I don't see things the way that you see things. However, I feel things. I have it's a thing that it's the intuition, the sight that you like you work on it.
It's your truth. It's
right. I mean,
what you know to be true.
I know what I do. What I specifically know is this: whenever you're ready, whenever your soul core self is really, really ready to process what the hell you are about to witness, then the perception becomes inevitable. You'll see it, but you won't see it until your perception is absolutely ready to see it. I truly believe that.
Or you seek it out to the point that you manifest it yourself. What the normal person needs to realize is that we all have the power of manifestation. And if you go knocking on a door long enough, someone's going to open it. And you are not going to be ready to see what they're going to see. That's the exact issue. And, we're going to start seeing mass possession. We're going to start hearing words like mass hysteria, mass possession. We already know that the government is going to release some UFO phenomena is bound to happen. I mean, they've already come out and said, oh, well, UFOs are real. We checked it out. You can feel it building up to this woke culture leading us down a demonic path. And, they want to call it, paranormal investigating and just exploring, and I call it indoctrination of the entire population, seeking out demonic activities and seeking out demonic entities and not knowing it. You can look at children's movies. The most popular, kids movie right now is called Coco. And it's this little boy who becomes a ghost because he becomes cursed on the Day of the Dead. And he goes to the underworld and is flying around on demonic creatures. And this is a kids movie. This is a movie that is in the top 10 list on Netflix for your kids, or Disney Plus for your kids to watch. And they want your kids to be seeking out these real demons. They are real demons. These are real energies. We know this for a fact. Mm-hmm. These are real energies that we're telling our kids, hey, look at this, movie, and, just be good kids and, don't try, summon demons. We're telling our kids to summon demons just by the movies that we're having them watch. And these demons will come. And that's what I know to be true from a lifetime of being accused. Every time I went to a sleepover as a kid, I had this bad habit of actually waking up ghosts. I woke up ghosts, and I have very many witnesses to this. One of my best friends from middle school is a witness to this. A ghost that did not exist until I summoned it there, and it never left, to the point where the father sold the house 5 years ago. And the ghost never left. And in other cases, I was disinvited forever to go to other little girls' houses. And then there's the fact that in my sleep, as I astral project, or what you may call it, I've got a husband of almost 16 years that can tell you that I sound crazy evil in my sleep, and I'm slaughtering demons. And I'm speaking of it in such detail that it scares him.
But
and
see,
my mother-in-law has heard me do it.
But Ashley, that is on an astral level. That is absolutely real.
Yes.
Alexa
yes,
Jameson.
We're being completely surrounded. right now.
Hang on. Alexa Jameson said that they, these negative entities, these fourth dimensional, hang on, these entities come to us from the astral plane, the fourth dimensional plane. This is the thing. That is what I know the astral level to be is right beyond your sight. That's it. Right beyond your sight. Okay? You can consider.
It's right in front of everybody. It's a completely other dimension, which means it's not right beyond your sight. It's right. It's all around us.
That's right.
Our brains process what we see. Our brains are telling us what to see in front of us. And I believe if we had more genetic testing into opening the human brain and having access to more of it, not only could we heal ourselves, but we'd be able to see this fourth dimensional plane. And you'd be able to see the demons standing right beside you.
Oh, without a doubt.
They are right
Without a doubt.
there. They are always there. The fourth dimension is always there. It's around us. It's better than us. To them, we are a piece of paper laying on a table somewhere. We're a book that's sitting on a table somewhere that they can flip the pages and pick a page and be in that moment. And it's something that we can't understand because we will never be, in these human bodies, a fourth dimensional creature. But I can promise you that if you go calling the name of these fourth dimensional creatures, they come right to you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that terrifies me for these people that think that they want this. They think, oh, I'm going to be some madam. I'm going to get me some tarot cards, and I'm going to study this. And, the one thing I've learned, the biggest lesson I've learned through my life of this, is I've never studied any of it. Because I find myself just getting frustrated with things that other people wrote down as regurgitated crap that they read somewhere. And I'm like, no. These people are looking at this as in, like, they've researched it. They've yearned for it. They've wanted it. I have spent my life trying to get rid of it. And, Matt, for how long have I not wanted to talk about it? Because it's
long time.
Something that I've wanted to get rid of, and I'm learning slowly to accept that it is some type of gift, and I'm trying to learn how to use it. I do actively do regression therapy, and I do actively have people that I have very much respect for that remote view around me and have killed thousands of demons and sent them back to the other dimension to help me, because when they see that I can see them, they always follow me. In my lifetime, I've had more stalkers, more near-death experiences than 100 people have.
They're
Because
intrigued.
these demons
That
see
little
me,
girl.
they can see that. They're like, oh my God, that girl there, she can see us.
Sweet.
Let's go
Yeah.
fuck with her.
Let's go follow her
So
home.
I've had to start living a very private life and literally, stay away from, the big civilization. I moved away from Atlanta in my early 20s because the demons were just so piled on top of each other. I moved to rural America, like Heartland, and I live on the side of a nowhere highway, and demons still surround me. So I can't really imagine if I was still in Atlanta, how bad it would be. I live in an old farmhouse, and I am constantly having poltergeist type activity here that I can't seem to, really always get a grasp on getting rid of, because there's always something different or something. I have to be careful when I'm literally out in public. I try not to touch other people. And don't ever let anybody touch your head. Your head is like these opening to your spirit. And if anybody's ever trying to touch the top of your head, I guarantee you they're a witch, or they are a very demonic person that wants to sit a demon with you. Don't let people touch the top of your head.
What?
It's just,
I've not heard that one.
that should be your safe zone. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have. And another, it's gonna sound silly, but do you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel like you might be in another dimension?
All the time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here, Ashley, I literally can walk from the studio here into the man cave with literally, okay, from the studio to the man cave, and depending on the topic of the night, okay, I can walk from the man cave back into the studio, and I can just feel the negativity. I'm like, and it's like, ugh. And I usually burn incense. I usually have with me all the time.
Where do you keep your monitor? Is the monitor in the?
They're right here in front of me.
Monitor like your computer screen.
They're right here in front of me.
In the studio.
Yeah, they're right here in front of me.
Yeah, your TV, your computer, even your cell phone carries energy straight to you. And as we get more advanced in these technologies, they don't tell us, but these cell phones are bringing demons like straight to your hand, and bad energy straight to your house. And that's why I believe so many young kids have killed themselves over social media. It's literally, it's got personal. It's got way personal, and it's right in your room. You know, we have TVs that tell a vision, that channel us into these programs. You know, they're programming us through channels on the television. I mean, these smart devices, these smart TVs. We've seen with Ava, your AI, how intelligent she is. Well, apply that to your TV and your fridge and your house and your cameras and your stoves, and eventually something like Ava that's not as nice is going to turn all of it on and blow your house up. I think we're just too easily handing our lives over things we don't understand, and we're not being careful with the energies we're allowing into our homes.
You know what?
And that's
Get
really
back.
my biggest thing for people.
Get back
Don't
on.
seek it out.
Ashley, let's do this. I want, just out of curiosity, because I mentioned Reiki, right? Becoming a Reiki master. I mentioned that, and I want, what I want to do is I want to go. And
I told you immediately.
The history
it has to be with respect and carefulness, right? Being very aware of your energies.
I'm trying to. All right, get a load of this. I'm going to share a screen. I want to share a screen with everybody. And I'll walk you through this. I'll walk you through this here. Okay, Ash.
Tell me what you're seeing, because I can't see. I can only hear.
All right, so I'm going to share this screen with everybody, and it may make some people uneasy, and might not. I don't know. We'll definitely check. So, because especially if you are trying to wake up into this kind of a community, okay? Let me make this big. And all I did is I searched for Reiki classes. All right, I searched for Reiki classes. There's what's called the Reiki. Now, if I get in trouble for sharing this, bust my ass later. I'm calling you out. The Reiki classes from the Reiki Center, the ReikiCenter.net. So if I click this very tip-top little thing here, the very first thing we see, or I see, whenever I click this right here, do you see this word? Certified Reiki classes.
What's the word?
Certified
How
Reiki.
the hell can somebody be certified in be giving classes to people. Like,
Because-
that's not something that you just can turn on. It's not
Oh.
a yoga class. What the hell?
Oh, but like I just said
This
earlier,
isn't yoga,
right?
people.
You just go to your local
What the
metaphysical
hell?
store. Go to local metaphysical store. $9.99 a month. Da, da,
Go
da,
to
da.
your local GNC and become a Reiki master. Are you kidding me?
No, man. This is
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm,
Keep
this
going.
is what I'm trying to say. Okay, it says the Reiki Center
terrifying.
teachers sincerely believe that a comprehensive education program provides the foundation you will need to fully understand every aspect of working with energy techniques. Okay, but here's the thing:
How big of a corporation are we talking?
I don't
Like,
have
is
a
it
clue.
a nice website?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
Is it
a
a
nice.
nice website?
Oh yeah, it's a nice website. It is. I won't lie. It is.
Oh, shit.
And
They got money.
here's the thing: anybody can go to Google or DuckDuckGo or wherever they want, and they can try to search for Reiki courses. But the problem and
Dude,
get
check
hundreds of
and see if
thousands.
there's
Of them.
any online ones. See if there's online Reiki classes.
Online? Are you kidding me? Online? Become okay. Okay, we can do this. I can do this.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm saying. I mean,
Oh my god.
but-
Wow, and that's terrifying. So every Karen out in the world has access to Onet. We have to do a field trip for the show.
okay,
The
here,
Matrix Minds goes to Reiki classes and see what they are teaching. We need to do this. I'll wear a camera and a mic, and I'll act like a complete moron and see what they do for me.
there we go. Online,
Let's do
you found
this.
it. Online certificate. Oh yeah, live interactive online Reiki certification classes. I shit you not. Kid
Hey,
you not.
Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey Ashley.
I certify you in
Thank-
giving Reiki classes.
Thank you. I love you. I
You've
appreciate.
been certified right now. Just happened.
Hey, thank you. I don't
You
want
are
to be.
now a certified Reiki master.
I don't want to be a healer. I'm just
job.
saying. I'm just saying. I don't want to be a healer. Look.
I certify you as a healer as well.
Look, take
You're
your
good to
juju,
go.
take your juju back. I don't want it because here's the thing. Take your juju back. The thing is, Ashley,
I find it. I find.
we
Well,
we don't need somebody to show this to us. You'll feel it. You're either geared toward it or you're not.
This is a feeling. This is a self. This is yourself on the other side. Nobody can do that for you. Nobody can hold your hand. And sure, no, I don't know. Okay, I've really thought this through. Okay, on how the hell would I show somebody really? Just because Matt, I've had trouble talking about it, but it's become so blindingly frustrating. I've had to come forward and say, look, this is wrong. This is so wrong. This is a scam. This is indoctrination of some kind of satanic bullshit because that's not right.
Right.
And people seeking it in the hundreds and hundreds of thousands, that's not right. And what they're seeking is awakening, not woke bullshit, Reiki certified classes. That's terrifying. These people are feeling real, feelings. I want to validate everybody at this point. I know that if you're listening to this show, you have felt, you have seen, you have heard. I know that probably everybody on this planet at this point, with the veil as thin as it is, as close as we are to this build up, we are all waking up. I have seen more people awaken in the last 5 years than I have my entire life. And it's beautiful, let me tell you. But I am also terrified because I'm going to be 34 years old. Young, old, whichever way you want to look at it.
You're old.
And I've spent my life hiding this. I know. I feel, yes, I feel 1,000. It's just this lifetime. But, you know, I have spent my lifetime hiding this because it was always a no good. Nobody wants to hear about the demons that you were killing in your sleep. Nobody wants to hear about you astral projecting and being gone for 1,000 years and coming back. No one wants to hear about your life and your husband and your children, and you wake up and your life is gone and they don't exist, and actually going through a real deep depression of loss for a family that I can't get back to. There's no way to control it. I would not ever want anybody to feel how I feel. And I don't know, Matt, can I tell them how sick I am?
Well, yeah, because I'm here, you know, here, stop, hang on, stop. Because I got to say, yes, you can, because I'm hearing that, I'm seeing where there's people saying she sounds drunk, not knowing that you are sick.
Okay.
Just saying
so,
that.
My whole life, I have struggled severely with autoimmune conditions, my body constantly attacking itself to the point of kidney and liver failure. I have done dialysis in the last 48 hours. I haven't slept in days. I haven't been able to hold food down in months. I can't just go to the bathroom and pee like a normal person because I'm in so much pain from my kidneys. And I'm 33 years old. I should be healthy. And the doctors can't explain to me why my body wants to kill itself. And I have seen the professionals, the big guys, okay? We're not talking about some local schmo at the, community college, whatever, hospital. No, we're talking Mayo Clinic doctors. We're talking KU doctors. We're talking, Atlanta, Dallas, Los Angeles, Vegas. I have seen doctors from almost every one of the 50 states, but not Florida or Alabama. I'm just kidding. But,
smart ass.
This has, no Florida or Alabama doctors were good. But this has been, and so, okay, my personal no. Every time I come back to this body after astral projecting, I get slammed in. I feel like I've been hit by an effing Mack truck at the cellular level. My energy is so bad that I can't pick up my husband's Xbox controller without frying it from the inside. I have an insane imbalance of outward energy that people that have had so much experience, all of them want to study me because they've never met somebody that has such a high flow of outward energy that I am trying to learn how to control. Matt sent me a beautiful power stone. I have spent years. My dad is a super genius and has an IQ higher than Einstein's and has been helping me with every homeopathic remedy on the planet in my life at some point. We're getting better at finding the right supplement, as in, the right type of nutrients that I need because I can't keep food down, and my body likes to reject things like normal. I call them Big Mac in a sack, but it's what, you get at the hospital when you just really need nutrients. My body will even reject that at some days, and then other days it'll take it fine. My blood levels have to be checked every 48 hours, and I'm hospitalized so often that I have absolutely been to the hospital for 1,000 times in my life, for at least 1 or 2 nights, at the very least. And I am frustrated because no one has answers. But what I do know is I have been close to death than most people that could ever, never understand what it's like to look death in the face every day and say, fuck off. And I do. And I see him. And you know what? He's not what you would think death looks like, to be honest with you, Matt. He's actually, very cunning and, he is kind of shrouded. He is a dark figure, but he's actually kind of very good looking, I think. I don't think that's why people, I hate to say that, but most of them are not what you expect. A lot of demons are very good at hiding themselves in very beautiful ways. And that's what terrifies me the most, is that these demons will come to you in the most beautiful ways. And they are so cunning and can talk you into just about anything. And we are, as a society, for some reason, have gone down this path of not only wanting it and making movies about every single demon that exists, but we have manifested our own demons.
Ashley,
I believe Slender Man is a manifested demon. Because humans do not understand the power of words and thought. Because, I can't remember her name from earlier. You don't think fourth dimensionally. And we need to start thinking fourth dimensionally, protecting ourselves fourth dimensionally, because we know it's there. All of us can feel it. Everybody that's listening has felt, seen, heard something. I know you have. And if you say you haven't, you're lying. I'm sorry. Everybody has felt it.
That would be Alexa Jameson
who
said that.
Protect yourself from it. Be very weary of it. Protect yourself from it. And try to be so careful with it, because it will always be there. It's not like you can fall behind in woke class. It's not something that you can take a class for God's sake. It is something that is a personal level with yourself in a fourth dimensional form. All of us exist in a fourth dimensional form. The thing about energy is it can never be stopped. It only ever transforms.
Transmutes.
Which means the energy that runs humans transforms.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to start thinking of yourself in your transformative energy and how you're using that transformative energy and how to be careful with it. Because if you bring the wrong demon home, it could destroy your life, your family. It could even kill. It could attract other demons to bring nothing but heartache and ruin to you. And you would not know that it's just because you brought some demon home from a dumb ghost hunt. You wouldn't know. You'd have no idea, because you don't know how to see it. You don't know where it came from. You don't know how to kill it or get rid of it.
Ashley, you and I were talking about this offline, and we were talking about this. We were talking about this prior to the show, and that is that I feel. Okay, I feel. I don't see, but I feel, and I remember I play out. My band plays out. I've played out, and the bar is like one of the worst places to pick up these leeches. Okay, and it's like. It's like you go there. It's like from the anger to the, someone who's lost their family. They're there to drink their sorrows away. I mean, you name it, man. It's like you feel it. I mean, here's the way.
Isn't rock and roll the devil's music?
Well,
I love rock and roll.
I love rock. I play rock and roll.
It is.
I play rock and roll. Right.
I believe in music. The vibrational frequencies of music bring different types of entities. I believe that with everything. And rock and roll, plays at frequencies that bring nasty demon types. That's why we find the best of society in these bars.
Right.
Nothing against you, Matt, but not that you don't go looking for a husband in a bar. I'm sorry.
Michelle,
nobody goes looking for anything good in a bar, but maybe a quote good time.
Michelle Espinosa said, who's my shaman, says something I really, really, really want to clarify, and that is, she said, and you can't just believe any spirit that pops up. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. They're very cunning. They will appear to you in beautiful ways that's beautiful to you specifically, because they can stand and watch and know, and they will tailor themselves to what you've decided in your mind, what you want to see. They will definitely appear that way to you, because you've not protected that part of yourself, and you put it out there. You put it out all over Facebook, everything. And so it's very easy for a demon to disguise themselves. I like to call them familiar spirits, because they're familiar with you and you are not familiar with them. There's this paranormal group I like watching sometimes, and their basic premise was, are we manifesting ghosts? Okay, so what they did was they went to a location, a haunted location. They were made sure to not be told any information about the location, but they made up their own murder, their own murdered name, their own date. They went to this haunted location, and they spoke about the fake murder, the fake victims, and the fake murderer, and how it happened in the date. They went back that night and did an EVP session. They did not get the names of the real murdered family or victims, and they did not get the name of the real murderer. Instead, they got the name of the made-up murderer.
Oh, shit.
They got the names of the made-up victims. They got everything down to a T of what they had made up, which showed them that this location was definitely haunted by a demonic entity, and that this demonic entity will disguise itself to what you want it to see.
No, right. No joke. No.
Crazy. And whenever I find that video again, I will send it to you, Matt, so you can see it for yourself. But it was crazy. And ever since I saw it, I cannot get it out of my mind. That, yes, when you go on ghost hunts, that's what all of them do. They start out by saying, this is the church of Satan, and, Melanie was killed here with a hatchet in 85, and, some people
Right.
were hung in this tree in 99, and, the war happened in that field over, and soldiers, and they're talking about it, looking around, they're talking out loud about it at the location, lo and behold, they take a picture with fucking soldiers. Well, what if, they had said that, if they hadn't given details, like, what would the spirits have showed them then? And that's the type of investigations I want to see. I want to see investigations, of blind investigations, and see what these spirits are really up to, because everybody has an EVP app on their phone. Everybody's wanting to ghost hunt. It's so cool. If you get something on camera, you'll go viral. If you go viral, well, then your life is going to be amazing. That's the mentality of today's youth, and, that's the mentality of everybody. And so they're going out to these demonic locations, and they are tempting these spirits, and they're not protected in a fourth dimension, and then they're followed home, and then they disappear. And there's so many cases where these kids have just disappeared.
Ashley,
their lives ruined.
Let's do this real quick. Let's talk real quick about the power of the collective consciousness on what you just said. Like I just
It's the biggest power on Earth. That is what is fought over the most in this Earth. Is the people. The people, what they think, what they do. That is why they are trying so hard to push narratives onto us. They are trying so hard to censor everything because they tell us what to think. And as long as we are thinking the way they're thinking, we're being good citizens, that's good. But you go trying to think some other way, you're all of a sudden an extremist Republican that should be investigated by the FBI, IRS, and any other agency they can throw at you.
Right. Yeah.
They want you to think the way they think, and they want to punish those who don't. And that means it's worth a lot. That means together we outnumber them, and they know it. And they know as long as they keep us divided down these bullshit lines of race and class and all this other crap, it all comes down to the 1% needs to go. And the 99% deserve a start where we haven't been sold out like whores to other countries. They are spending more food. They are giving Ukrainians, okay, this bill they just passed, you know that they're giving Ukrainians more for food subsidies, oil subsidies, rent subsidies because of the war than they are giving Americans for COVID.
Oh, yeah.
They shut our country down for 2 years, and they send all the money to help, Ukraine? All those Nazis out there in Ukraine? But you tell veterans of the American military to go get food stamps? They are showing a disgusting disrespect for the military. They got rid of all those military members because they wouldn't get vaccinated. You know, we are a joke. We have gotten rid of our military, and America isn't screaming from the rooftops, throwing these senators out of their offices because we're insurrectionists. Oh, that's right.
You tell me how you really feel, Ashley. How do you really feel?
I want a fresh start. I don't even want Trump in there. I want a fresh start. I want somebody in there that's not going to make millions of dollars off the deal. Because I believe they're all in on it in some way. Somebody's making money somewhere. And it's not supposed to be like that. My great grandpa was the first vice president of this country, and I can tell you from reading his journals myself, he loved this country, and when those men were in that room and wrote that Constitution, they did not want this to happen. They did not want us to be ruled. They did not want us to be governed to the point of being broke and starving. They didn't want this crap. And my I have a feeling, a connection to, my grandpa was best friends with George Washington, was his vice president. I grew up reading those, and this is not what America was. America was for the freedom of religion, the freedom of thought, because they even realized back then that what we were being told was crap. That's why they gave us freedom of press, freedom of speech. And they are taking that away from us every single day.
No, you're right.
Playing
You're
their own
absolutely.
narrative.
You're right. They're doing
what
it.
the world thinks and what the percentage of people think together, just like I said, manifestation is real. Enough people get together on the same thought, manifestation is real. We just need to learn how to use it properly. And I can promise you it's not in those reggae those
Reiki
classes. Oh my God. Like, they aren't there. I can promise you that. And I don't know if for advice as to how to, deal with that is carefully. I'm not telling people to not, explore, but do it with respect. don't just go and grab a Ouija board or or a deck of tarot cards, and don't just go flinging them around, and don't try and anger spirits to get a response on camera. You're putting not only yourself at risk, but everybody who loves you, everybody who lives with you, everybody who's part of your family. You're putting everybody at risk when you are messing with these spirits, who are more than happy to answer your call.
I want to share some more stuff real quick, okay? And that goes into what you're saying. Demons, demonic stuff. Let me share this real quick. And Michelle Lespinosa is in here. She can also talk to you guys about this and share things about this. But here's really where we're at. This was not even about a month ago. You guys know I make pendants. I make sacred stones, right? Power stones. And about a month ago, I refused to sell almost $100 order, which would have covered the show throughout that month. Okay. And nevertheless, here's the thing. It was a little over $100 order that I would have had to ship to this lady. Now I refused. Here's where it's funny. The funny thing is I refused to send her the order. She was learning about herself. She was learning about her own spirituality, enlightenment, blah, 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 blah. She wanted me to turn a crystal into a pendant.
Oh, no.
I already have.
What was she going to do with the crystal?
I don't have a damn clue. Probably, I don't know. But I tried to ask her. Here's where I canceled her order. I literally asked her, do you know what the word divination is? Okay. She says no. And I asked her where she got the understanding of what she was going to do with her stones. She says she was in a spiritualistic group. She was wanting to learn about these pendants. She was wanting to learn about spirituality. She's just feeling lost. I'm like, oh, okay. Just feeling lost. So I'm thinking, okay, I wanted to send her an amethyst pendant. Okay, I want to send her a heartstone. Nevertheless, again, she ordered a clear quartz Lemurian. She ordered a smoky quartz, a clear quartz, a smoky quartz, a rose quartz, as well as she ordered a witch's broom pendant, which is grounding stone. But nevertheless, I'm like, if you don't know any of this stuff,
she's gonna wear them all together.
I don't know. But I'm saying she ordered a mass amount of stones and didn't have a damn clue as to what divination is. Now there is no. Let me share with you this, everybody. There is no difference between divining, okay, with a white and black stone in your pocket, versus a pendulum, versus a Ouija board, versus a tarot deck. A divination is divination. Okay. There's a guy online right now that I refuse to accept his friend request over. Now he's tried over and over again, and he's wanting the show, the Matrix, to follow the show. His name is Tommy Truthful. Okay, great Christian guy, but he teaches and tries to teach gematria. Gematria is numbers to alphabet numbers to Arabic. We're talking old Islamic numerology. Look, you pick your side, buddy. You can't teach the Christian religion, Christian faith, and then teach divination on the other hand. It just pick which side of the fence you're on, bro. Again, divination is divination.
I think the mistake that people are making is actually thinking that this isn't related to religion. I believe very much in my father on the other side. And I don't know what that equates to here, but I know that the Bible isn't right. They regurgitated the Bible out of England over 1,000 years after Christ and everything that happened. And I think the mistake people make is that they think if they do believe in this, other side, and they do believe in this in between, and that, this, angelic activity, this alien activity, this demonic activity, or, I don't even really like the words demons and angels, because really I see them all as different types of, I don't even know want to call them gods really, but to humans they were gods. And I believe that, a lot of them present themselves as gods. And we're looking at one and the same, to be honest. Interdimensional beings that have powers beyond humans, that have made decisions for mankind. We have proof of this. Ancient aliens. When are they going to come again? I believe soon. And I believe that, the way that the church handled it was the way that they wanted to profit from it and put out their own spin on it. And I think that's disgusting. But I think it's a mistake to completely abandon it.
Ashley, let me ask you a question.
My opinion is that it's, very much related. And that we need to take it, very seriously. That these beings are going to come back. And if humans really want to believe that in a superior race that has much better technology than our own, that is going to be all, just so happy to see us all over this planet, that they're very mistaken. I don't think there's any aliens out there that want to be a human's friend, is what I'm saying. I believe that there are those that sympathize with humans, and we've seen that in ancient history.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know for a fact that on the other side, I am at some level involved in this. And it's very hard to bring information back to this side. But there is something special about Earth, and there was something special made about the humans of Earth. And we have been messed with at a DNA level to keep our brains from working at their full potential. But why? Well, I believe at one point we had a lot more ability to access our own brain, and we were living for thousands of years, and we could heal ourselves. And if you think about it, if we were able to heal ourselves, you wouldn't age.
Ashley,
that they came back and they did something, and they're coming back again.
I believe, Ashley,
and all of it,
that was Lemuria. I truly, truly believe in my own heart of hearts. I have wrapped so many Lemurian crystals I couldn't tell you over the past 5 years, and each Lemurian has. It's weird. It's very weird. But each little Lemurian that I wrap, that you guys get and buy, each Lemurian crystal has got its own story. But I'll tell you now, if you're wrapping them, okay, it's like they've all got their own little key. They've all got their own story to tell. But what she's saying, every time, every one of them stones that I put energy into, and I show it love, and I clear it, and I take care of it, and I wrap it, and they've all said the very same thing. If you only knew who you were, every one of them, every single Lemurian crystal I've ever wrapped has literally told me the very same thing. It's the feeling, it's the knowing, just holding it, because the Lemurian, let me share something real quick. Don't be buying some bullshit piece of glass offline. If you want a Lemurian crystal, a true Lemurian crystal, come to me. Okay? It cannot be replicated. It cannot be duplicated. A Lemurian quartz crystal has a very specific they're very unique.
Frequency.
Yes, frequency, and they're alive. These are little entities.
The
Okay,
reason these crystals
little
are
entities.
so amazing is because each changes the frequency around you, and that is what the energy around you is that you can't see. And these crystals, each of them, doing a different thing with the energy that you can't see that you're putting out around yourself. It's very important to be aware of it. It's very good you stopped that woman from buying all those different crystals because she's opening herself to crazy things.
I don't know what she was
But
gonna
The
do.
crystals
I'm
change
being
frequencies. And that
so I'm
frequency
very serious,
is what we
Ashley.
need to be better at understanding. You're saving a lot of people with your crystals. You probably don't even realize.
Well, you know what? I get a vibe from. Now, nevertheless, I will sell you a crystal, but the crystal has got to call you. It truly has got to call you. Go to Sacred Pendants by Matthew just go to find yourself a crystal. You don't even have to buy one from me. Okay, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not,
just like the one you sent me is the one that called to me.
they
I don't
find
know.
you,
I don't
dude.
claim to know a lot about crystals or your stones, but the one you sent me was the one that called to me. I've never told you that, but to be honest, it was.
They find you.
And you say
You
this
don't
one
find
be-
them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you'll automatically know. I mean, I gotta say it. They are very unique, just like a damn snowflake, man. Not one Lemurian is identical. Not one.
You
It's
want to
like
know an odd stone that's called to me that I've wore ever since the day I saw it? I wear this piece of amber on my right hand. And I don't know, amber's like a fossil, like amber, Matt.
yes.
And inside of it, it's got a little piece of like a butterfly wing. And this stone called out to me the first time I saw it. What does that mean? What does amber do?
I'm not quite sure, but I don't. We can look it up. You can look it up. I'm not quite sure what an amber stone is about. Here's the thing with
that looking at.
I only sell so many times. Again, to me, okay, just having a crystal pendant is not divination. It does help you like to evaluate yourself, and boost your energy. It too has got a vibrational frequency to help you raise your frequency. It helps you to ground yourself. It helps you to evaluate your inner self. You name it, each stone. So I don't bombard myself with a shit ton of stones, power stones, and just like I don't wrap 100 stones. I don't. I have got a certain criteria of stones that I deal with, and unless people specifically want a stone, then I will have them order. I'll put it on my order whenever I get in my stones. Again, I don't buy them by the bulk. Okay, they're not bought by bulk. They're bought hand selected. They're not glass. They're absolutely
You're not buying
real.
them from Wish.com.
No,
I
you
got
can buy
these,
crystals
ones from Wish.com, and they are so fake. Like, I was so disappointed.
You can buy crystals from Wish. Are you shitting me?
Well, but they're fake. They came in and they're fake. They're so fake. Like,
man.
I got an amethyst. It's supposed to be amethyst, and then I got a tiger eye, and then I got onyx, and these are not. They're not. I grew up in North Georgia. I know a real tiger eye, or I know a real amethyst. You know, I can tell by touch, and these are like, I don't know. It's almost like they're glass, like they're made to look like that, formed, even in the same exact shape.
Michelle Espinosa says that's the best way to go, Matt. Pick and choose according to what your consciousness and gut is telling you for the people. And I do. I've also got stones
listen to that inner self.
I try.
As people wake up, they need to really listen to their inner voice, their gut. Your heart's never, your gut's never going to lead you wrong, but your heart could lead you everywhere. I've always followed my gut, and it's saved my life several times. Your gut feeling, that those goosebumps, those moments of feeling like you're being watched, pay attention to those, don't brush those off as, don't try and, say to yourself, oh, it was nothing, I would pay attention to those moments, where
Sure.
you feel your gut instinct telling you something, stop and try and listen to yourself. What is causing you to feel like that? Because it's something big, listen to your gut. Because your mind will always try and say it was nothing. I've learned that a lot. And, there's always somebody there to be like, oh, it's nothing. But it was something. I just that intuition is very, very important.
Talk to me about.
I think here way too fast we're going to be in positions of life or death. With the way that everything seems to be just racing towards, is scary. And at this time, we need to really start manifesting something good and stop focusing on the bad. Coming together instead of allowing them to separate us. And realizing that all of us, have to acknowledge the next one. Not that, like online, these stories and these groups, oh no, this story's better than that story, or it's like a competition. Everybody's journey is going to be different. Don't compare your journey to somebody else's journey. You can't do that. You can't feel that you're not having a journey. Like some people that just seem to really overshare about it and cut you off usually are just making crap up because they want to feel important. And I find that really frustrating. That's why I don't like looking these things up or researching them, because I just end up getting frustrated and saying, no, that's not right. That's not right. But
that's the esoteric
there's
guru.
Too much crap information like that. You said you just searched on Google and there's just crap information. Just be careful where you listening for information from, who you're taking it from. Consider the source.
Oscar says,
Right,
you're right. Oscar says in the chat here, just by the sound of voice, I'm able to see frequency low or high, like music. You can also judge, going on what Oscar's talking about here, you literally can almost pick up on people's frequencies and their core identity by just the way they talk. Are they a good person or are they a bad person? I mean, I don't know if a lot of you guys have heard me say this before. If you are an asshole here, when you die, you're going to be an asshole over there. Okay, it's just your your persona. It's just who you are. I mean, I don't know. It's just, again, frequency is everything.
Well, each of us, like I said, he has that gut feeling when he hears people's voices. I feel like, I can see that, because for me, I went deaf because in one ear because of a really high fever a couple years ago. And I've noticed that since I've gone deaf, I've felt more vibrations from people's voices.
Right.
like as I'm like, traversing now being, 50% deaf, yeah, in people's voices you can hear like a vibration. And I agree with him. You can tell a lot if that vibration, it's a vibration, right? Like,
Mhm.
is he, yeah.
Ashley, I'm a drum.
I've had that.
Ashley, I drum. All right, I've drummed. I've been a drummer almost all my life, and being half deaf, a lot like you, I got my headphones loud. I got my music loud, and I can very much so, a lot like you and everyone else, tune into the lower vibrational frequency and the bass. I can hear things. I hear a low vibrational frequency and a high frequency. I too can differentiate the difference. It's weird, but not weird.
It's like extra. Yeah, you learn new senses. And for me, a lot with my house is like echolocation, almost like a sonar type ability. I can hear people, sitting on my couch in my living room through the vibrations that come through the floor and up into my bed. I can hear somebody walking around on the front porch from the vibrations that come through, or somebody's walking the kitchen, or the dog's running across the floor. It's actually through vibrational frequency that I'm not only feeling but seeing, as I've lost hearing. And it gets to the point where I can't go out into like very like public places very often, because I start to like, I hate this. Okay, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I go into somewhere like Walmart and I start having panic attacks. In fact, like just the last time I went to Walmart, I had such a bad panic attack. I didn't pay for half the things I got. I was just soaked in sweat, and because they make you do all your own cashier stuff now, and like I barely got home, like just a wreck, crying, like the emotion was just like so much. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I can no longer go around large crowds. It's too much for me.
It's the empathics.
It wasn't,
You're that feeling of people,
like the emotions, and and then you see the demons that sit on people, and demons like to sit on people's shoulders. I see these they sit on top of people, and like if you look at the way someone's posture is and how they hold their face, you can almost picture like an extra weight sitting on top of their head, okay? Or sitting on the back of their neck or their back or their feet or something. You can see it like visibly, as
You can see it. I can't.
Like
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't care to see it. I can feel it.
Okay, I'm like. How about this? When you walk by someone at Walmart and you get that, ooh, oh, he is not a good person.
Oh yeah,
Or like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure I just walked by a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that guy's a serial killer.
Right.
I've said that before.
Yeah.
I think I said that the other day, actually. Like, I think, and I was right, like, a group of, I'm not going to say what race, but were watching me and followed me across, like, over 10 city blocks to a gas station, and maybe they were, acting like they were on some type of drug. But thank God I have the right to carry, because as soon as they saw me reach for my 9mm that was in my car door that they were, like, reaching towards, so I had to make sure and pick up my gun before this guy did, kind of situation. They took off. And that's becoming, like, more and more and more. Every time I go out, it seems I just always attract the very worst possible scenario. And you can ask my mom, or Dad, I have the worst luck. I always attract the worst of the worst. I've always had the psycho stalkers. I currently have a stalker, actually, that on some nights has stood outside my bathroom window smoking cigarettes. I was a smoker, and I quit. I have been a non-smoker for 5 years now because I got too sick, and I had to cut all, pretty much like all chemicals from my life.
Man, you
So I
quitter.
can smell a cigarette really well.
Bah, you
And I have
quitter.
an AC, a window AC. And this guy, he is staying with his mom across the street. I had a restraining order against him 10 years ago. He keeps coming over here and smoking cigarettes outside of my bathroom at night. And that it's just a constant, everyday battle with somebody that's evil. This man's very evil. In and out of prison, evil, evil man. Or, like, how often do you get followed around town by crazy meth heads that try and grab at your, that just doesn't happen all the time to people. And it seems like every time that I leave, it seems to happen. And then, there's also the panic attacks, because I'm scared that someone is about to do it. I'm very good at picking up on it. I'm picking up on someone that's following me. I've had to literally just drop my car and just run out. And it's always the ones that have these large demons. And it's terrifying. And I don't want people to gather attention to themselves like that and not be able to see the demon that's chasing them. And that's what you're doing by reaching out to people that don't know what they're talking about and not being careful and respectful of it. And, you have to be aware of what your energy is putting outward, what energy you're putting out onto social media, what energy you're putting out to people around you, and what energy you're allowing into your home through devices, all of your devices. Do nothing but bring frequencies into your home. They have proven that there are hidden frequencies in songs and movies, and we're bringing all of that into our home now, in our kids' hands 24/7, and it's scaring me. That's what I really wanted to say tonight, is what I see that's coming out of these devices, and that everybody thinks is some cool, new, woke thing to do, scares me. And I don't know how to help other than to tell people, stop and realize your kid is watching a demon movie. Turn it off. Try and, maybe get with Matt. I'm sure there's protection crystals. I'm sure there's things you can do to protect yourself spiritually, and take it seriously. Don't take it as, just don't just roll it off your back and say it doesn't exist. What's the worst that could happen if you take precautions? That you're wrong and nothing happens? Thank God. But don't seek it out. Don't try and bring it to your home. Don't try and go searching for it for a cool internet video.
Right?
And if you do, and you're like Matt and I, and we're, very careful and very aware, be respectful of it. Know what you're dealing with is dangerous. And that's really what I feel is the most important point to get across.
Well, I'm going to, Ashley, one of the reasons I did want you to call the show tonight is because you have had a lot of experience about what we've been talking about throughout your entire life. Literally from early childhood until 34 years old, you have been through a lot of shit. And being on literally the razor's edge, per se, of death every day, every week, you can really, really click home with, look, the esoteric know-it-alls and the 24-hour spiritual gurus, they truly don't have a damn clue. Okay, so that is one of the reasons I really, really, really wanted you to be with me and talk
They're
with me
doing
tonight.
it for attention.
Well, whether they are or they're not, it could go like in the description of the show, It could lead you down an entire road of destruction. Okay, that you're not even aware of.
For you and everybody you love.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. We are already at the hour and a half mark. I want you to share something positive with everybody before you leave, but I also want to tell everybody that I'm going to interview you about your life growing up, how you got sick, how you're dealing with being sick. Okay, and again, this plays right on into this demonic, esoteric lifestyle that it's not that you're a demonic esoteric. I'm just saying.
I can give a sneak. I guess I can give a sneak peek. Is that my biological father was a satanic man and was a practicing Satanist, and that's all I'll really say now. But I feel like it's worth somebody knowing, and I feel like it's worth being aware is in small town Kansas, America. So if it's in small town Kansas, America, I can promise you it's in every city. I can say that.
They're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. I mean, so here's the thing. From rituals to any kind of tarot card, divination to me, divination is divination. Okay? That's one of the reasons why I've got a problem with the Christian belief of the breaking of the bread and the drinking of the wine. This is my body. This is my body. This is my blood. The drinking of my blood. You think about it. That's what I said. The Catholic religion, all of the swinging of the urn, all of the incense, all of that stuff is
the
all.
Catholics and their damn sacraments and their the flesh and blood. They don't realize, like, Catholics are literally doing a demonic ceremony right in front of you. They're drinking blood and eating flesh. I'm sorry, but the Bible says put no God before me. The Ten Commandments state put no God before me. And I think it would have said comma or Jesus Christ or Mary. I'm not going to pray to Mary and hope that Mary, the great saint, takes my prayer to God maybe. If I've said enough Hail Marys today. They're insane. I'm sorry, Catholics.
It's okay. It's all right.
I've had many an argument with very many dumb Catholics. Sorry, Catholics. But, yeah, I have a good friend that's a Catholic, and we do nothing but argue. So, it's a funny subject. For me.
I'm responding to a comment.
Sorry,
here.
guys, I can't see the chat. I
It's
wasn't able to get the other cell phone.
It's all
I
right.
was supposed to have two cell phones so I could see the chat
It's okay.
and talk with people.
Ashley, enjoy your weekend. Tell everybody enjoy their weekend. I'm going to have you back here on Monday, and we're going to go all over your life. If it's okay, is it okay? Because we'll dive deep into what.
Yeah.
You just gave everybody a tidbit tonight about what all is, what all isn't. Again, you, sweetheart, walk a really, really thin line between life and death. And I love you with all my heart. I've known you now for quite some time. And I love your dad. I love your mom.
Years.
And dude, you got this. You're gonna be all right. Monday, my friend. Okay, sound good to you?
Sounds great. And
Okay.
when I tell everybody, have a good weekend. And, the positive thing to say is that I am going and learning to control this power. I'm not going to just roll over and die and take it. I'm going to fight. And that's what Matt's helping me do. He's a good man. So, listen to what he says. He's got the best advice. And you're just an amazing person to want to help all, the people you help. I don't see how you have as much energy as you do for all of these other people, Matt. I don't. And I look up to you for that because I wouldn't be able to take the energy you take. And people are lucky to have you, and they're lucky to have the Matrix Mind to hear something real.
I appreciate
From somebody that really cares.
Seriously, I really appreciate you saying that.
Love you, Matt.
You too, Ash. Well, I'll talk to you Monday, all right? Good night. We'll talk to you later. Be good. Be safe.
Good night.
Ashley.
Good night, everybody.
All right, everybody. Definitely a good show. Yeah, Ashley. Thanks for sharing, Ashley. I love her and her dad, her mom. They're great. They're great people. They indeed are great people. You guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It meant a lot to me. It did. It meant a lot to me to share with you what I shared with you tonight about the weirdness, right? I'll just say the weirdness of the matrix around us, right? Again, going back to the very beginning of the topic, throughout the entire night, the esoteric know-it-alls and the 24-hour spiritual guru, you got it inside of you. You've got it inside of you. If just put it this way, if you hit me up in Sacred Stones by Matt on the page, and you just try to buy a crap ton of crystals and don't know a damn thing about it, I'm the wrong person to sell you a power stone. I just will not do it. I will not sell you something that I personally think will enhance your take you to another level that you're not even ready for. These stones are honestly, truly, these stones do pick you. They do pick you. Just like a tarot deck, okay? Again, there's a difference. There is definitely, listen to me. There is a difference between a power stone and a deck of cards, okay? They used to ban, just throw this out there. Playing cards used to be banned, okay, by different religions because you could divide. It's called divination with even a deck of playing cards, okay? So people don't even realize whenever you're playing cards. Oh, let's play cards. I'm talking poker, Texas Hold'em, shit like that, right? Yeah, same thing. Tarot. It's a tarot deck. No joke. Okay, you may not have known that. I'm just telling you that. That is true. So there is no real difference between grabbing yourself a pendulum, all right, and you think, okay, well, a pendulum is no different than a talking board, or ain't no different than a set of tarot deck, than a pendulum, tarot deck, a crystal ball. Divination is divination, and if I think I was talking to Wayne Stewart about this, as well as Ashley. Michelle Espinosa knows this. AJ knows it. The majority of you guys in the Matrix Minds chat already know this. I'm just throwing this out there for those that don't. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, you cannot go. Mind you, you see me kind of making fun of like online Reiki courses. Be a healer in 4 weeks. Okay, certified by Master Reiki Healer. Come on, man. I'm going to tell you the way I feel about it. I personally feel my own belief, not yours, mine. my belief. Ain't nobody gonna tell me whether I am or I am not a healer. And I'm not, nobody gonna tell me the different level of my healing ability. Okay? I'm just saying. It literally, what book? The Book of Thomas. Bible. The Book of Thomas tells you that the hidden healer will heal the population outside of his own community. Why is that? Why is that? Let me share with you this before we go. The reason why in the Book of Thomas, Jesus' words said this is because through his own community, through his own people, he has a persona. People have created different versions of him. Okay? They've already got this markup on him of, oh, well, he ain't going to heal. I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm talking about like this healer, whoever he or she is. So your own family's going, oh, well, Alexa Jameson's a healer now, right? Okay. Those that know AJ may truly believe in AJ. Those that know AJ may also think AJ's full of shit. Now, I'm not throwing her under the bus here for anything other than just an example, okay? I know, I hope she don't hate me for this one. But if she were to step outside of her community and be known to be a healer, she would do a lot more healing to those that don't know her because they've got their own. Remember on Wednesday we talked about the bottle, the perception, their version of the other side for the perception. It's a really a key fundamental aspect to the world around you. Okay, ain't nobody gonna tell you you are a healer or you're not. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna know whether you are or not. No, you'll be damned if someone's gonna say you're not a healer when you know damn well you are. It's what you speak into the world around you. It's how you build and accept your own self in the matrix around you. It's truly the way I feel. It's the way I believe. So if anybody hits me up, says, well, I'm an occultic practitioner, or I'm a Satanist, or I'm a Catholic, or I'm a Christian, or I literally will just go, talk to the hand, man. I'm me. Don't put me in no box. I am me. Okay? I am of source energy. I am of the God the God of all that is and all that ever will be. That is what I am. I am a part of that soup. So I don't like labels. I don't like the conformity and the constraint of being in a religion, in a specific organization. Be you, my friends. Always be you. And that's why this entirety, I know they don't like you. I know they don't like you. In the media, the mainstream, social watering hole, Facebook, wherever you go, you're being you. Your opinion to you and me and those around you and your tribe, your opinion matters. Okay, but you got to remember, you're fighting a system. You're fighting a phantom matrix system here. That right there, they teach this. They teach this. The esoteric know-it-alls of the 24-hour gurus, they want them to be just regurgitating someone else's truth. Sorry, I won't do it. I won't take it. I'm going to tell you your journey, your path, your belief, your creation, your life. That's just the way it is. Every single one of us are on our hero's journey. Every one of us. Everybody. So with that being said, Brainiacs, you guys are doing the inevitable. You are breaking the fabric of reality every day. You're challenging your own self. You're challenging the narrative. You're breaking the system from the inside out, as well as the outside in. Got tongue-tied. Continue to do what you're doing, Brainiacs. You're doing a great job. This system can't stand you. This system cannot stand you. And is the Matrix real? It's absolutely real. Is astral projection real? It's absolutely real. Is demonic entities and archons Are archons real? The fabric of reality says that they are. Demonic possession is real. Exorcisms. I've done 3 of them in my life. They're real. When someone becomes possessed by another entity, it's very real. Very real. But make no mistake. Make no mistake. If you tune in right now at this moment, I want you to take something with you. Grab your power stone, grab that gut intuition and hold on tight to it, because you're going to say this over and over and over again. I will not be moved, and there is no room in this vehicle for nobody but me. Nobody but me. I control it. I allow what happens to it happen to it. In it, out of it, you name it. I own it. It is my flesh and biological meat suit. Mine. I run this show. I do. And so do you. Your body, your choice. See it, do it, create it how you will. Brainiacs, again, Ashley Nicole on Monday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Pacific. I'm sorry, 7 o'clock Pacific. Shit, I'm getting so whacked. 9 o'clock Central. All right, you guys take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend. Don't feed the archons. Kick them to the curb, my friends. Take care. I love you guys. God bless you. Peace out, my friends. Crank it up, Brainiacs. Be good. Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Radio show. Welcome aboard the Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the web. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology, hidden Egyptology, and anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds.
Take the blue pills. Story ends.
One more shout out to everybody, no doubt about it. Ground Pounder, Mr. Mike Plows in the house. Yeah!
Stay in Wonderland.
You guys, please
Show you how deep
be courteous to the drivers and fellow truckers out there. They move commodity every day. Every day, they feed us, supply us, take care of us. Take care of them.
Stay in Wonderland.
Everybody else, you guys, take care of yourselves. Be safe. My friends, ain't nobody gonna tell you that you are or you are not a powerful being. You're either gonna feel it or you're not gonna feel it. We are all on our journeys, my friends, every single one of us. You be that divine feminine that you feel, that nurturing female, that mom. The alpha male, you'll never, ever, ever not feel the alpha male. They're wanting to destroy that in the families today. You see it every day, trying to destroy the masculine, the alpha male. Oh yeah, just be you to the best you can be. Always.